Hi friends, and welcome to Pajama Prayers. I'm so glad you're with me this evening. I look forward to it all week, and you know what? We have a great show planned for tonight. It's a brand new season and we have some brand new changes that we have made, so I know you're going to enjoy it. One of the things we'd like for you to do is invite your mom and dad to join you. After all, Pajama Prayers is a show created for kids of all ages, so I know they will love it. Our theme for tonight's show is peace. Do you know what that word means? It's kind of a simple meaning. It just means that you're not anxious or fearful, that you just have a calmness about you. And that's what our show is about tonight. And we're going to talk more about that after the story, but before we have our story and move on, we're going to play a brand new game of hidden pictures. You remember how to play that, don't you? Well, this is a brand new one that you have never played before. So get ready, focus, and let's play.
You enjoy solving puzzles? Let's solve this one together. The picture in this racer puzzle is too wide to fit on the screen, so it will move slowly from one side to the other. This way, you'll be able to see the whole picture and find all of the hidden objects. Frogs are great jumpers, so they might be excellent gymnasts too. At this competition, each gymnast is trying to win an award ribbon, but the ribbons are all over the place. Let's try to help the frogs find them. Find the hidden award ribbons and count out loud as you find each one. There are 25 hidden ribbons. In this round, you'll have 25 seconds to see the whole picture. Find the hidden award ribbons. Ready to jump into it? Let's go! How many ribbons did you find? If you found 10, give yourself a third place ribbon. Okay, let's try it again. Only this time, you'll have a whole minute to find as many ribbons as you can. Ready? Go! How'd you do that time? I bet you found a few more. If you found 15, you deserve a second place ribbon. And if you found 20 or more, the first place ribbon is all yours. Okay, let's go through the whole picture and see where all 25 of the ribbons are hidden. be great to be able to jump like a frog.
How did you do, boys and girls? Did you find all of the items? I never find all of them, but I certainly do have fun looking for them. And I hope you enjoyed it as well. Well, like we said, the theme of our show for tonight is peace, a calmness, not being anxious or afraid. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever had something that you were dealing with that made you afraid? Like, for example, maybe you tried out for a sports team, let's say, and you didn't make the cut, and you were kind of embarrassed, you were disappointed, maybe your friends even made fun of you. But you have a second chance to try out again. So you're getting ready to try out, but you are so afraid, you are so anxious, afraid that you might not get the cut again, that you might not make that team. Well, our story tonight tells us that we should lay down those worries and fears, and it's going to teach us how to do this. So the title of the story is Go Left. Now that doesn't really seem to make a connection, does it? But you will see. And if you follow the instructions of our main character in this story, you will know how to lay down your worries and your fears and have peace. Are you ready to watch and enjoy? Let's do it. When things aren't going right, go left. One day, for no particular reason, nothing was going right. Absolutely, positively, nothing was going right. So, I decided to go left. The first thing I did, I left behind my worries. Yup, I left them right there on the ground. They looked up at me and wondered, "Where are you going?" But I just smiled and waved goodbye. "Wait," they hollered, "come back. What will happen to us?" I simply shrugged my shoulders. "You'll be fine." As I walked away, I thought, did I make the right choice? Should I go back and get them? Doubts crept in. So you know what I did? I left behind my doubts. Yep, I left them right there on the ground. They bellowed, "You're making a mistake." But I just gazed at the sky. They questioned, "Are you sure you're making the right decision?" "Absolutely," I declared. With my worries and doubts left behind, I could finally think clearly. I forged on until I came to a pool and a diving board I remembered all too well. The last time I tried to dive off that diving board, I splatted on my back. Ouch! I remembered the pain and how scared I was. I started thinking, maybe I shouldn't try this again. So you know what I did? I left behind my fears. Yep. I left them right there on the ground. They screamed, "Don't do it!" I stood up straight, shoulders back, hands pressed above my head. "Stop!" they cried. But I simply turned and gave them a wink. I leaped. Splat! On my back, once again. Oof! That stings! I thought to myself, this is impossible. It can't be done. So you know what I did? I left behind my frustrations. Yep. I left them right there on the ground. They yelled, "You can't do it!" Again, I stood up straight, shoulders back, hands pressed above my head. They laughed. "Give up already." I whispered to myself, "No way. Never." I leaped. Feet together. Toes pointed. Legs straight. Perfect. I did it. I started to realize the more left I went, the more right I felt. So you know what I did? Yep, I kept going left. And before I knew it, everything was going right. As I walked home, I glanced at the ground and I noticed something that I did not expect. My frustrations were a lot smaller. My fears, a lot quieter. My doubts, a lot calmer. My worries, practically gone. So, I decided to pick them back up. And you know what? They felt lighter now. And they weren't so hard to handle anymore. And I realized it was okay to have them with me, so long as I kept an eye on them and made sure that they didn't get too big or too loud or too overwhelming. But if they did, and I felt like nothing was going right again, then I'd simply go left. When life's burdens start to feel too heavy, don't be afraid to put them down for a while. The end. You know, I was so happy when our main character did not let his fear and anxiety keep him from trying to dive again. Think of what he would have missed out on. You know, fear is a robber. It robs us of the joy and the peace that God has for us. We should just trust Him. You know, the Bible tells us what to do with our worries and our cares and our fears and anxiety. And it doesn't just say it in one place in the Bible. There are several verses, I believe, that tell us exactly how to handle our fears. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to ask our mystery board to search the Bible for us, and we're going to look and see what she found. I'm curious. Let's see.
I have searched the Bible, and this is what I found. Psalm 56:4. In God I trust. I will not be afraid. Psalms 56:4. First Peter 5:7. Give all your worries and cares to God, for He cares for you. First Peter 5:7.
So the Bible does tell us, boys and girls, that when we're afraid, we need to give all of our cares to Him. I kind of thought there was something specific in the Bible about that. And that's what God wants us to do. So this week, when you're afraid or when you get anxious about something, maybe worried, remember our story tonight and go left. Lay down your worries and lay down your cares, give them to Jesus, and let Him handle them for you. I hope that you will pray that God will help you as you go through the week. And remember, I love you to pieces. We're all out of time for tonight, so I want you to remember next Saturday night to come back and join us again at 7 o'clock. Invite your friends and your family. Don't forget Mom and Dad. We love having them also with us. Now go ahead and turn to someone there with you and say, "You are worth more than you know, capable of more than you think, and loved more than you can imagine." Good night.